everyone, it's Robin and welcome back to Happy at Home. Today I have another thrift store makeover video to share with you. So I've brought 4 things home from the thrift store, which I knew needed to be tweaked just a little bit to fit with my home decor much more seamlessly. So today is the day I'm going to share with you how I gave them all a little makeover, and hopefully you will enjoy this video. So let's go ahead and jump right into the makeovers. My first project was this beautiful mirror. I loved all the details, but the dark stain looked very harsh against my white walls. So using this paint I had on hand from Pittsburgh Paint in the color Inverse Gray, I gave the whole mirror a light coat of paint. A small detailed brush really helped me get into all the nooks and crannies of this piece, which took a while. Once the paint was dry, I used a small piece of fine grit sandpaper and ran it along the edges of the mirror to help the details stand out a little better. For me, this step brings out the character of the piece and highlights the gorgeous details of the mirror in such a pretty way. The finished mirror is absolutely beautiful, and I hung it in my living room on a small wall near my sofa. I think it's the perfect spot for it. The distressing really makes the gorgeous detailing on the mirror stand out, and unlike the dark stain which was originally on the mirror. I'm so pleased with how this quick and easy makeover turned out. I've had this thrift store find for a while now and finally decided to give it an update to match the other chairs in my dining room. I used Rust-Oleum spray paint in a satin finish in the color Heirloom White. I gave it 2 coats of paint, waiting an hour between coats, and that was all that it took to transform this chair and give it a brand new look. How quick and easy is that? I love how this chair turned out. So quick and easy, and it now blends seamlessly with the other painted chairs in my dining room. The next project is this small side table. The table had a lot of features which I thought were nice, like the shelf, the hardware, and the detailing on the legs. I decided to use the same paint that I used on the mirror by Pittsburgh Paint in the color Inverse Gray. I gave the table 2 coats of paint, waiting overnight between coats of paint to ensure that the paint had plenty of time to dry. After the paint had dried, I of course used a little bit of sandpaper and gave the table a very small amount of distressing. This step never fails to amaze me how quickly and easily it helps bring out the details in a piece of furniture. Once the sanding was complete, I used a microfiber cloth to wipe down the whole table to ensure that all the dust particles had been removed before I added a protective top coat to the table. I added 2 coats of a water-based polyurethane stain in a satin finish to the table. The newly painted table turned out so pretty, and the paint color makes the gorgeous hardware pop, and the light distressing brings out the table's charm. For now, I've decided to use the table in the family room as a side table to my sofa. A few simple accessories help show off the table's new paint job. The final project today is this decorative finial. I fell in love with its decorative design, but I needed to make it a little more me. So I started with a warm white craft paint and a small paintbrush. I knew I only wanted to add a small amount of paint to the finial, so I dipped my paintbrush in water before adding any paint to the brush. I then tapped off most of the paint before I began lightly painting the finial. Even after using a light hand with the paint, I felt like it had too much, so I used a piece of sandpaper and removed almost all of the paint. This gave the finial the look I was hoping for. The finial turned out very nice, and I think it is such a fun and interesting item to add to a display. Right now I'm using it on a shelf in the family room, and I think it looks amazing. So those are the 4 makeovers for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that these are normally well received, and I may get some comments about, why do you always paint everything white? Well, that's the way I like things. So yeah, they're not extreme makeovers or anything like that, but I didn't spend more than $20 on everything that I did today, and I have 4 new things that fit into my house perfectly, and I just think that's a win. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you are new to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And I guess that is it for me today. I will see you again very soon. Bye now.